Thanks for watching. I'm Margot Kinberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. Prequels can be really interesting additions to a series. They allow readers to get to know the characters a little bit and find out their backstories. What's more, they allow authors to introduce their work to a new generation or new kinds of readers. Prequels have other benefits too. Let's look at one today and turn the spotlight on Bruce Hammack's Exercise is Murder. This is the prequel to his Smiley and McBlythe series. As the story begins, former police detective Steve Smiley gives a lecture to a group of police candidates. One of them is Heather McBlythe. After Smiley's presentations, we soon learn his real agenda. He wants to choose a police candidate to work with him on a case. An attack left Smiley blind, and although he's learned to negotiate his life, he still needs some assistance. And this case is personal. His longtime friend, former District Attorney Ned Logan, was found dead in the swimming pool, and Smiley believes it was murder. He chooses McBlythe to help him investigate and offers her the opportunity. For her part, McBlythe gets the chance to lay low and escape her family. They're doing everything they can to sabotage her career, and she wants to avoid them if possible. So she and Smiley start working together. As with most murders, the first lead to be followed is to consider the victim's family. And in this case, there's plenty to consider. For one thing, there's his luxury-loving widow, Kate. There's also their nonconformist daughter, Carrie, a university student who wants to study science. She and her father were never close, and she could have a financial or other motive for murder. And then there's Carrie's brother, Connor, a day trader in the stock market who's never really made much of himself. He has a lot of growing up to do. He might have a motive for murder, financial or personal or otherwise. There's also Logan's professional life. As Smiley and McBlythe learn, there are a lot of people out there who could have a motive. As the story goes on, the detectives do some background work, and they interview the people involved, put together the pieces of the puzzle, and in the end, we learn what really happened to Ned Logan. So what are the elements in this story? What holds it together and keeps it going? Well, as I say, this is a prequel, so it does give readers a little bit of backstory about Steve Smiley and Heather McBlythe and how they got together. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. This is also a traditional style mystery. It's a whodunit, so the focus of the novel is the case. We follow the sleuths as they make sense of the clues and of what witnesses tell them. The solution to the mystery falls out from that information. There's even a scene where all is revealed. Just a little reminiscent of a Golden Age novel. That said, though, we do get to know the characters. Smiley is in his late 40s, grumpy, and grieving the loss of his wife. Although he's had tragedies in his life, he doesn't wallow in misery, and he is a smart, perceptive detective. Since he can no longer see, he's gotten good at using the rest of his senses. For her part, McBlythe is smart and quick thinking. She studied law and finance before deciding to become a police officer, and that decision caused the rift between her and her blue blood family, who want nothing more than for her to be one of them, marry the right person, and so on. She shares Smiley's home, but they don't develop a romantic relationship. Readers who dislike romances in their crime novels will be pleased that that doesn't happen here. That said, though, they do get to know each other and they work together well. The story doesn't make light of Ned Logan's death. Smiley is hit hard, and we do feel Logan's loss. Still, there are some funny scenes and witty remarks that lighten the novel. For example, McBlythe insists that her cat Max live with her if she's to be Smiley's assistant. Smiley doesn't care for cats, at least at first, and that makes for some funny moments. Still, this isn't at all a comic novel. Exercise is Murder is a prequel that sets the scene for the Smiley McBlythe series. It features a traditional style whodunit, a suitably suspicious set of suspects, and two sleuths whose partnership works far better than either could do alone. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kinberg. Thanks for watching.